we're going to switch gears and we're going to get into the regular board meeting of the Lake Bluff Village Board of Trustees. It is again Monday night. It is February 8th, 2021. And could we have a roll call, please?
Trustee Ankman.
Aye, here.
Trustee Sherlock.
Here.
Trustee Dort.
Here.
Trustee Markey.
Here.
Trustee Meyer.
Here.
Trustee Toll.
All right, could we stand for the pledge, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, we have consideration of the minutes of January 25th, 2021 for the village board meeting. Do I have a motion to accept?
So moved.
So moved. That was, I think, was that Mr. Dort?
Yes.
Seconded by Ms. Ankerman. Okay. All right. Any additions, corrections? All right. Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Trustee Ankman.
Aye.
Trustee Sherlock.
Aye.
Trustee Dort.
Aye.
Trustee Markey.
Aye.
Trustee Meyer.
Aye.
Okay. All righty. At this time, we have an opportunity for anyone to speak to this board on any item or thoughts on anything not on this evening's agenda. Do we have anyone that wishes to do so?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's move right down to the village finance report. We have the warrant report for February 26th to February 8th, 2021, and December of 2020 payroll expenditures. All right, so we have expenditures of village funds for payment of invoices in the amount of $221,408.50 for January 26th to the February 8th. We also have expenditure of village funds for payment of payroll in the amount of $476,940.38 for December of 2020, which will give total expenditures for the village of $698,348.88. Do I have a motion to approve the warrant report?
So moved.
So moved by Ms. Markey, and I would
Second.
And second by Mr. Meyer. All right. Are there any questions or concerns about the payroll? The warrant report. All right. Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Trustee Sherlock.
Aye.
Trustee Dort.
Aye.
Trustee Markey.
Aye.
Trustee Meyer.
Aye.
Trustee Ankman.
Aye.
All right. We have the village administrator's report.
I have no report this evening.
Is that a first?
No, it's not a first.
A long time.
Yes, it's the first time in a long time. Okay. All right. Well, then we move on to the village attorney's report.
Likewise, no report tonight. Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, village president's report. I have again a request to extend the declaration of civil emergency until the next board meeting. We have done this ever since March 18th, and have renewed it through board approval at every subsequent board meeting. So I would ask for another approval. So I would have consideration of a motion to extend the declaration. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Ms. Ankerman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Oh, is that Mr. Meyer? Second. Okay. I guess we'll do a roll call.
Trustee Dort.
Aye.
Trustee Markey.
Aye.
Trustee Meyer.
Aye.
Trustee Ankman.
Aye.
Trustee Sherlock.
Aye.
Just as an extension of that, as you all know, I hope by now, that we have thankfully moved into phase 4 of the whole COVID rules and regulations, which has eased up certainly on our restaurants and brewery, as well as extended outside or public gatherings to 50 or less. I will, weekly, you should know that there is a task force of the metropolitan mayors that has been meeting, and we have met several times with the governor's representatives, and we are doing so again tomorrow at 9 a.m. to discuss how we could possibly, as we get more into this and more knowledge is gained, even to loosen up, even as we remain in phase 4, which probably is actually going to be for seems to be by common consensus, a long time. Certainly throughout probably most of the summer, if not into the fall. But how we might be able to tweak or ease up on some of these things, and I know that we will be meeting with representatives of the governor's staff tomorrow. So you do need to know that we are actively looking to see as much as we can in order to help protect our local businesses, that we are continuing our dialogue with the governor's office. Also, next on my list is I'd like the appointment to nominate, for your approval, the appointment of Deb Fisher to the Planning and Zoning Committee Board of Appeals. You have received your information. Do I have a motion to do so?
So moved.
Okay, so moved. Thank you. That by Mr. Charlot and seconded by Mr. Dewart. Questions? Roll call, please.
Trustee Markey.
Aye.
Trustee Meyer.
Aye.
Trustee Ankman.
Aye.
Trustee Charlotte.
Aye.
Trustee Dewart.
Aye.
All right. We have a consent agenda, this evening's consent agenda, which consists of acceptance of the correspondence that we have received between January 22nd and the 29th of 2021. And also a resolution, which we have done every year, reallocating the 2021 Village of Lake Bluff volume cap to the Village of Buffalo Grove, Illinois, which is the host community of the Lake County Private Activity Bond Clearinghouse. And just to give a little explanation of that for people, it is industrial revenue bonds or private activity bonds are tax-exempt bonds issued on behalf of businesses engaged in the manufacture or production of tangible personal property. The state's overall authority under federal law to issue that form of debt is rationed among the state of Illinois and the state's local governments. This annual allocation is referred to as the volume cap. Due to significant upfront issuance costs, IRBs less than $2 million generally are not cost effective. As a result, municipalities rarely use their own volume cap and instead pool it with other municipalities or cede it back to the state. In the past, the village has transferred its volume cap authority to the private activity bond clearing pool, which is hosted by the Village of Buffalo Grove. Buffalo Grove receives the combined volume cap allocated to each participating agency and then may issue private activity bonds on behalf of the pool to finance eligible projects throughout Lake County. Each participating entity receives a 0.05 fee should their volume cap be used for a project. On January 15th, Lake County Partners wrote to solicit the village's participation in the pool via transfers of the village's 2021 volume cap, which is $617,870 to the Village of Buffalo Grove. In the absence of any local business requests for use of Lake Bluff's volume cap, staff is providing this request to the village board for consideration. Village staff, of course, as usual, is in attendance. All right. This is part of the consent agenda. Did I get a motion? I did get a motion for the consent agenda, so that's under that. Any questions regarding this?
We did not get a motion. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, Madam Clerk. Okay, do I have a motion for the consent agenda, which includes the correspondence and the volume cap?
So moved.
So moved. Thank you, Mr. Meyer. Do I have a second?
Second.
The second by Ms. Ms. Markey. Any questions or comments regarding this?
You know, I have a question.
Sure.
Having been presented with this for a number of years, Drew, does Buffalo Grove or Bettina, does Buffalo Grove receive, they're doing this out of the goodness of their heart? We're obviously not providing them with some financial support to carry this on and to process this for the range of municipalities. And in fact, if a municipality gets it, then they get a little extra money for it. So how is Buffalo Grove rationalizing the cost of doing this activity?
I'll have to get back to you on that. I don't know. I don't want to guess.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
You follow the thread.
I do. I mean, we're members of many a consortium, including Buffalo Grove. You know, they're part of our information technology consortium. We've done other activities with them. A lot of these groups get together to do things in the past where the village has done joint sanitary sewer projects, and Highland Park has served as like the conduit body to do bidding and so forth. And I honestly think these industrial revenue bonds, there's so little activity. And that, you know, it's not in terms of a investment vehicle, there's just not a lot of interest in them right now. The market, you can get money a lot cheaper elsewhere. And so it's just not necessarily an attractive borrowing vehicle for projects at the moment. But, you know, when did it start and why did it start? I don't know. It predated me. It's something that's been going on for ages. So.
Well, like you say, it's a team, and this is their share, and this is what they kick in as part of their various cooperative ventures they have with other communities. So I get that. Thank you.
Yep.
Anyone else? Okay, roll call, please.
Trustee Meyer.
Aye.
Trustee Ankman.
Aye.
Trustee Sherlock.
Aye.
Trustee Dewart.
Aye.
Trustee Markey.
Aye.
All righty, we're going down to item number 12, which is second reading, establishing a permanent licensing regulations for chickens and bees and amending the village's comprehensive bee ordinance. Do I have a motion to approve second reading?
So moved.
So moved. Thank you, Mr. Charlo. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by that, Ms. Markey. Thank you. All right. Let me just quickly. We've talked about this quite a bit. On January 8th, 2018, the village board approved 2 pilot programs to authorize the keeping of chickens and beehives on residential properties that included a sunset provision ending the programs as of March 1st, 2021. At its meeting on January 11th, the Committee of the Whole directed staff to present an ordinance that would conclude the pilot programs and establish specific regulations to allow bees and chickens to be kept within the village indefinitely. This attached ordinance codifies the existing pilot programs with the following changes. No sunset or expiration date, increases the initial application fee to $100 and leaves in place a $0 renewal cost. Current participations would be treated as renewals. The removal of the following provisions inserted for the purpose of the pilot program, which were provisions concerning minimum lot size. Specifically, the pilot program stated that no more than 2 licenses should be issued to lots less than 10,000 square feet, and no permit shall be issued for a lot smaller than 7,000 square feet. Also, the requirement that a public meeting be held prior to renewing a license. It also established a limit of 10 licenses. Current limit under the pilot program was 5. 4 are, by the way, are currently being used. Allows the waiver of a requirement that requires chicken coops to be located to the rear yard, where civil or visual screening, security, and privacy can be provided. This rear yard requirement is prohibitively difficult on some irregular and through lots. It also creates time limits on appeals. Must be made to the village board within 30 days of the aggrieved action. Only during the COVID-19 emergency, the village administrator retains the ability to issue new licenses without an advisory body's review, only after providing an opportunity for neighborhood comments. All right. Are there any questions or comments from the trustees? All right. Roll call, please.
Trustee Ankman.
Aye.
Trustee Sherlock.
Aye.
Trustee Dewart.
Aye.
Trustee Markey.
Aye.
Trustee Meyer.
Aye.
All right, the next one is also a second reading. It's an ordinance amending the first year of the biennial budget of the Village of Lake Bluff for fiscal year beginning May 1st, 2020, and ending April 30th, 2022. To align expenses with amounts noted in the first year of the multi-year budget and to reduce the general fund revenues to reflect the anticipated revenue shortfalls due to COVID-19 pandemic as recommended by the Finance Committee and discussed by the Village Board. Staff recommends following past practice and revising the first year of the FY21 biennial budget in the amount of $1,441,560 and $1,129,996. This memorization includes the following expenses. Authorizes additional accounting services of $48,000. There is a rollover for installation of plaques, commemoration of the Quasque's Centennial, which was $7,700. Rollover costs related to Village Hall generator noise reduction project, $3,980. Rollover costs associated with the purchase of additional fire department turnout gear to include the FEMA Assistance Firefighter Grant, which was $50,000. Special Operations Fire Department dryer equipment purchase of $7,975, offset with FEMA grant award received in 2021. Rollover cost of $260,000 associated with outfall improvements. Authorized up to $33,100 to perform professional engineering services for the East Terrace overland flow and stormwater utility study. This amount was funded and transferring $33,100 in general fund monies back to the water fund. Repairs needed for the diesel spill bucket, which was $6,980, and also the emergency repair of the Public Works garage heaters, $8,018. Rollover cost of $14,942 related to the Moffett Road box culvert work. Rollover and change orders of $32,500 for Moffett East Witchwood sanitary sewer work, which was authorized. Water meter project expenses of $623,695 from FY20, which was delayed due to COVID-19 restrictions. Funds are available to effectuate the expense modifications from sources other than the tax levy. The attached graph that you received shows the impact of these amendments and demonstrates the current general fund projection. I already have received a motion? Did I receive a motion on this one? I'm sorry.
No, ma'am.
No.
I didn't think so. I just went right into the long list that we had to approve. So my apologies. Okay, that's what I thought. All righty. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
So moved by Mr. Charlo in a second. Second?
Second.
Second by, is that Ms. Ankerman?
Markey.
Marchi, I'm sorry. Okay, any comments or questions? This is again second reading. Okay, roll call, please.
Trustee Sherlock.
Aye.
Trustee Dewart.
Aye.
Trustee Markey.
Aye.
Trustee Meyer.
I'm sorry, aye.
Okay,
Trustee Ankerman. Trustee Ankerman.
Aye.
all right. Okay, we now go on to a resolution approving a professional service agreement with Pesca Association. All right, for a planned residential development zoning code and land use review. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
So moved by Mr. Meyer. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, and that was Ms.
Ankerman.
Anchorman.
Ankerman, thank you. Thank you. All right. Late last year, the village board directed the village administrator to undertake a comprehensive review of the planned residential development (PRD) regulations and the underlying zoning districts to which the PRD may be located in order to determine whether and to what extent these regulations should be revised, updated, or replaced. As you recall, the village is looking to ensure that the PRD tool provides effective transitions between residential zoning districts of different densities, preservation of natural and historic resources within a PRD, coordination of the PRD mechanism within the village's other zoning and subdivision regulations, especially as it concerns development phasing, and appropriate purposes, statements, standards, and related land use controls and regulations for these special and unique residential developments. To that end, the village staff, village attorney, and the chair of the PCZBA initiated a solicitation process to engage a firm with expertise in land use planning to lead the village's evaluation and revision process. After directly soliciting proposals from several different national regional planning firms, 4 proposals were received from this group. The RFP team selected 3 firms for interviews and then further narrowed the list to 2 for reference checks. Ultimately, Teska Associates stood out as the most qualified firm in how their proposal, interview, and reference demonstrated their clear understanding of the work to be performed. High-quality work of a similar nature, their strong technical skills, and clear satisfaction of clients, their familiarity with Lake Bluff, and efficient cost approach to complete the scope of the work. The attached agreement, not to exceed $25,000, provides for the desired review analysis opportunities for public involvement. Drew, do you want to expand on this tip?
Yeah, the only thing I would add to that statement is that, just so everybody's clear, that comment that says with numerous opportunities, that's maybe an understatement. I would say there's ample and robust opportunities for public involvement. There are, early in the process, one of the tasks outlined in Teska's phased approach includes a task involving a joint village board and plan commission zoning board of appeals policy workshop. Very early on, there'll be public comment opportunities there. There is what I would call kind of a surgical reach out focus group interviews with stakeholders, which obviously involves comments from non-staff or non-elected officials. Also, there's another opportunity where one of the task 5 that Teska has identified is where they put together a draft, a memorandum of their assessment of their situation as they see it with respect to the PRD revisions. And we can certainly provide an opportunity for public comment on that, posting it on our website, and other ways to solicit comment on that. And then also there's another joint workshop with the PCZBA and the village board, and that'll be offering a public comment as well. And then the actual, assuming there will be revisions to the PRD and the village's zoning code, there would be the public hearing or public hearings potentially at the PCZBA, and then ultimately the village board's 2 readings would all provide opportunities for public comment. So many a chance there. And perhaps the most difficult thing involving this will probably be making sure we can get dates for these joint workshops. Always proves to be difficult, but certainly those are very important meetings that will take place not once but twice as part of this process.
One thing I did not see in this proposal was basically a timeline. I see the tasks, but I didn't see the duration for these tasks or basically a proposed kickoff projects. Kickoff for these projects from Teska, for example. What would be the timeline?
So Teska's outline included a 90-day process to do this. I think that's probably aggressive. And again, knowing that it's difficult to schedule these meetings and get everybody in the same room, it's probably going to be close to 120 days. I'm thinking potentially longer. Again, it's always difficult to get people together, and there's always other competing projects. But obviously, this is an important one for the village, and we'll get its day certainly. But it's something that I think will take a little longer than 90 days.
Thank you.
And just so you know, once I've had this conversation with Mike Blue, the principal at Teska, that's going to be helping the village with this, assuming this moves forward tonight, where we would put together a Gantt chart about once we'd start getting, we'd have to doodle poll and see when people are available, and then we'd put that together and share that with everyone. So you're on the same track we are, Trustee Charlot, but we have to get approval, then we'll get it going.
Okay. Comments? Any other comments? All right. Hearing none, could we have a roll call, please?
Trustee Dewart.
Aye.
Trustee Markey.
Aye.
Trustee Meyer.
Aye.
Trustee Anchorman.
Aye.
Trustee Sherlock.
Aye.
Okay, all right, thank you. We now go down to trustees report. Any of the trustees have a report this evening? Okay, we need to go into executive session. I'm going to entertain a motion for an executive session to consideration of the January 25th meeting minutes and also for actual litigation this time.
Madam President,
Do I have
Madam President, before you go into closed session, if there are no comments or concerns about the executive session minutes, it'd be easier to entertain those now in open session.
Now, I agree, that would be fine. That's a good idea. Thank you, sir. All right, do I have a motion to accept the executive session minutes?
So moved.
Okay, so, that was Ms. Marquis and
Mr.
Mr.
Dewar.
All right, thank you. All right, roll call, please.
Trustee Markey.
Aye.
Trustee Meyer.
Aye.
Trustee Anchorman.
Aye.
Trustee Sherlock. Trustee Dewar.
Aye.
All right, now do I have a motion to go into executive session to discuss ongoing litigation?
So moved.
Thank you, Ms. Anchorman. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Marquis. All right, roll call, please.
Trustee Meyer.
Aye.
Trustee Anchorman.
Aye.
Trustee Sherlock. Trustee Dewar.
Aye.
Trustee Markey.
Aye.
And all of you would have
Okay, my
received a
only
separate
question-
prompt for this meeting, a separate Zoom prompt for this meeting.
Separate prompt, that's
And
good.
that will immediately adjourn after closed session, nothing else public.
Okay, great. Thank you. And the regular meeting of the village board is adjourned, and we will now.
At the end of the
Figure out-
meeting, at the end of the closed session meeting, it'll be adjourned.
Thank you.
Yep.